What's up, guys? So I recently started checking out this area called Black Mountain that's got just phenomenal climbing in Southern California that I've never checked out just because I didn't have a high clearance car. And due to that fact, I just went to another area called Tramway. But right now Tramway is closed and the road is actually pretty decent and I can get up there in my Honda Civic. So in the last 8 days, I've been there 4 times. Anyway, this is visit number 1. On this trip, we were mostly just exploring. We went to go check out some classics that we had heard of. So the first climb that we hit up after a warm-up was called NRA, which is a V6 that can be done dynamically or with a knee bar and a slightly dynamic move that I ended up going for. Unfortunately, my phone didn't record the climb. It stopped like a minute after I started for some reason. So this is some footage of me trying it yesterday, which is a whole week later, and I couldn't get it again. So no send footage, but it's a really fun climb. And from there, we just went down to this climb called Center Visor that I've always heard about. And it's really not my style, but it also shouldn't have been as hard as it was. It's basically this really low roof. You can do a dynamic move without any fear of really falling because you're right above the ground. And the crux is that dynamic move. You're going off this really crappy left-hand crimp that you can barely fit fingers into to this right-hand jug. So the first couple times I tried it, felt like I was gonna get it pretty good, but I only kept getting worse at it. I didn't hold it, and eventually I just kept talking about doing it statically, and the people there, I don't remember if they said that it didn't go static or it just seemed like it'd be really hard, but I tried it and it worked so much easier for me. I was able to just go static, at least a higher crimp, and then bumping to the jug, which I could do static or dynamically, but at that point the dynamic move was so much easier because my hand was only a foot away from the jug instead of being 3 or 4 feet away from the jug when I'm making the move. And then I thought I had it sealed, so I get on it, I do it, and I blew the top. And this is after one of the guys there had told me to try the top first, and I said it's fine. I blew it. I had done the top actually, I think once before I had tried it, and it was hard, but I did it, so I'm like, it's fine. Nope, ended up having to try the top again, figured out what worked for me, and I had to do the whole climb again. Man, that was a tricky top out. Like, I don't know what it is about it. The feet are just really close to the hands, and I don't know, Jonathan made it look easier than I did, but hey, it got done. After that, I actually ended up trying the climb next to it called Can Opener, which apparently goes at V7 or V8, but apparently it's an eliminate, and I have no idea. There's no information I could find about the eliminate. So I kind of just tried it whichever way I could, and I did pretty much everything except try this really reachy beta that I didn't think would go, and long story short, didn't get it. Came back for me yesterday, which is a week later from this trip, tried that beta I hadn't tried that day, and it was a day flash. After that, we went and tried a climb that was always on my to-do list, like on my lifetime list. I'd seen pictures, always wanted to do it. It's called Once Upon a Time. The rock looks like this flying saucer on top of another like little summit with a great view of the mountain range. This climb has been on my list since I saw it in a picture probably like years and years ago. And it's super cool, but I feel like I never get to see people talk about or show the fall. There's literally like a gully that goes down probably 25 feet. And then on the other side, there's another drop that's probably been more than that. And you're landing on slab. So I don't think anyone should ever spot on this because the spotters are in more danger, but it was cool. Oh, and then you have to hop off the boulder onto another one. It's only like 6 feet. It's a little scary, but after you did the climb, it's not too bad. But yeah, stoked I finally got to do Once Upon a Time. After that, we made our way to probably the most popular climb there, which is called Tour de France, or Firewall. And when we got there, it was just me and Jonathan, which is cool because we're there on, this is the 4th of July. It's just us at the most popular climb. And we're like sick. We're just chilling. We're a little tired from hiking. Those two climbs, Once Upon a Time and Tour, are not that close together. And the next 30 minutes, I would say almost 20 people showed up. A couple families, a couple groups of friends, and then it was crowded. And basically, Jonathan and I were just not feeling it. So I would say everyone tried it before we even tried it. But long story short, Jonathan had tried it before. He really wanted it and he got it. He wasn't expecting it, so he was really stoked. I was just not in the mood to try it, and I think I kind of defeated myself in that way. I couldn't even do the first move. I think I hit it once. It's I learned it's not even that hard, but that day I just didn't want it, and I walked away without really giving myself a fair shot. But overall, this first day was just so sick, and I can't wait for you guys to see my other videos for the next 3 trips after that, because it's been so fun to get back out and hit a bunch of moderates. Been hitting a lot of V5s, V6s, V7s, V8s, and it just feels good after not climbing for a while during lockdown and quarantine, and it seems like we're kind of heading back that way. But hey, I can at least go outdoors as long as it's allowed for right now, and that's an easy way to socially distance and get some sense. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.